and grand rising, and welcome to Good Morning Experts. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, and I have the extreme pleasure to present to some and introduce to others, none other than the host of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. We're talking about a guy that has the reputation of being a master builder. He's a six-figure ring earner, gold legacy member, and he is the first shareholder in Washington, D.C. We're talking about the man known to this village and family as the man of courageous conversations. Let's give it up for Uncle Jock.
Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what's funny? Now I get why readers say thank you, thank you, thank you, Troy. It's like it's a natural reaction. But can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir. The
All right,
ball
cool.
is yours. Take it away.
I'm in a different location. I'm at Ma Duke's house, right? So let me know if my her Wi-Fi is wacky, just for the record. So let me know if I start falling out the car or something. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome everybody to Turned Up Thursdays, or whatever you want to put a T in front of Thursdays, as long as there's a T in front of it, preferably a TH just to make it go. So I got to find something else besides Turned Up Thursday, because we got Turned Up Tuesday. So I'm going to take Tawana's Thankful Thursday. I think she's the one that tags that Thankful Thursday. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this thing moving and grooving. We're officially in the tip drill version of our Pass the Ball segment. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what that means. I got 3 questions for y'all. If you are in the attendees, if you're an attendee, look at your device from time to time, because we send you an invite. I like to do the analogy. It's like being at the club, right? You're at the club, you're outside, it's a long line, you're waiting to get in. Well, won't you, y'all in the cut line. You just gotta accept the invite. And then I need the co-hosts, need y'all to do me a favor, look up every once in a while and send the invites. So it's like a balancing act. I'm gonna need from the co-hosts and from the people outside, so we can get the co-hosts to get the people inside. Does that make sense?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this, just pay attention, and then you'll be true to this in no time. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Nah, it's end of the week, and that joint is weak.
We
So we can rewind the outline. Come off mute, do some push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember Jen, right? Jen gonna be back too. Get your Jen groove on when you say, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Woo! And what's up?
My
And who gets a
Green
okay?
sheet.
No,
Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
All right. So, that being said, y'all know we're gonna do. I had to take off my cap so we can recap. Y'all feel me? Y'all already know we're gonna recap. So if y'all missed it, boy, y'all missed one last night. We done had about 20 of these probably we might have had more than 20 inside the studio trainers, but last night, man, that joint just hit different. Was anybody on there last night that's on the line today? I know Troy on there, Gertie, Miss V, but I'm just gonna say this.
What?
It was what if I could if we can just take a couple of minutes. What if y'all would explain last night? What made last night a little bit different? Here's the deal, too. Y'all know we stretch our times out, right? We normally say 7:30. Sometimes we go to 10:30, right? Well, this joint went. What time did we go to last night?
Midnight.
Yeah,
Went to midnight. And the thing is, man, I'm gonna tell. This team is amazing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody was locked in. People was getting sleepy though. Gertie's eyes was turning Chinese. She Can y'all hear me? Gertie's eyes was turning Chinese last night. She went from Gertie D's to carry out Gertie. Her joints was squinting like a mug. But nah, if Gertie what or anybody last night, like I was still trying to figure it out when I went to bed. Like, what was it? We was locked in, but it was like, I'm gonna be quiet. What made it a little different last night? Anybody?
You could literally see the transformation in folks as you were drawing more and more out of each and every one of them that thought they were lost, feeling like they were lost. And as you start to see them come into their own and knowing exactly, oh, this is more me. This is really me. And you were just pulling it out. I'm like, man, like nobody's been between you and everybody's coach, man. It's hot.
It was passively intense. It wasn't aggressively intense, but it was intense. Yes. I mean, and here's the thing. Normally we get some participation from the village, from the past attendees. Everybody was participating last night. I mean, everybody. It was, and we even had guests on that weren't even in the industry. I had a couple of my musician guests that came on last night. Any of y'all that heard of my band before, Trouble Funk, Big Tony actually was on there last night, Grammy nominated artist.
Yeah.
And he was blown away at just what we do. He's definitely going to be joining us for the second session. But it was just a different vibe. But what I'm getting is people are understanding how important it is to brand themselves. It's a very important part of where we're going. And here's the deal. Branding your business using AI is, even myself, I was actually introduced to AI. I think I told y'all at a Level Up conference. Erik introduced it to us at a Level Up conference. So it's here, it's been here, it's not going nowhere. You might as well put it in your toolbox so you can have a power tool. What do power tools, if anybody knows about power tools, right? Has anybody ever tried to drill a screw into a stud in a wall? Y'all know doing it with your hand and I'm talking the stud. I ain't talking about a blank space in your drywall, the stud. You could literally, it might take 2 or 3 people to take 2 or 3 swings just to get that thing in. But when you got a power drill, woo, that's almost like, y'all know how when you're taking you taking your tire off between the lug wrench and that, it just makes everything that much easier. That's what AI is. And I'm gonna keep drilling that till we kill it, because if we all just pick up that tool, and we can't use the tool for everything, but you can use it to make getting to your end result a lot easier. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the ball, I'm gonna pass it to a young lady who, sometimes we say stuff because it's like ingrained in us, almost like a script, right? And you know how sometimes we say, I would like to bring up this person I got a tremendous amount of respect for. No, I really mean this dearly, because just having this lady a part of our team and the patience that she has and the wisdom that she has, and she's willing to share her patience and wisdom with the village, because sometimes she meets some people that give her resistance, and she just has this way of dealing with people and being straight, shooting straight. I got courageous conversations. That's my tag. But Miss V, she just got that thing. So without any further ado, Miss V, the floor is yours. What you got for us this morning?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, fam. I'm actually on my treadmill. But I needed to stop a second to say the reason I did in the studio, because I've signed up 3 times and I haven't been able to complete all of them. So I was committed last night. I'm staying until it's over. I think I checked out about 5 minutes before midnight.
Right.
But the thing that was so amazing to me is that each of us had to develop an elevator pitch. And then Coach Erik and Uncle Jock would dissect it to help us make it impactful. Everybody who was in the studio last night plugged in to help make everybody's elevator pitch impactful. I mean,
Yes.
It was a collaboration. It was a collective. It was a true meaning of what a village does in supporting one another. I was blown away. And I particularly, for me, who I think I'm pretty good at, identifying what I do, how I do, etc. And I do have a kind of unique style. But the input that I got really helped me shave down. And I'm participating in this because as a mature, seasoned agent, AI is a tool I want to make sure that I'm going to integrate into my business. So if I can, at my quote unquote age, plug in and get this done, people, you have got to, if you are serious,
Yes.
if you are serious about 6 figures, owning shares, getting rings, but most importantly, building a legacy for your families and communities, get up off your derrieres and plug in in the mornings, plug in the evenings, plug in on Tuesdays, plug in on Saturday. There is nothing for me that's more crucial right now than this opportunity and taking it, as you would say, Uncle Doc, and 10xing it. So I just wanted to share that. It was awesome.
It was. And thank you for sharing, Ms. V, because here's the thing. Eric and some of my close friends, who else on Naja, Tawana, they'll tell you, like, I get bored quick because my ADHD starts to kick in. I'm like, man, normally I'm like always looking at the clock. I might send Eric a text, hey man, time check. I really lost track of time last night because it was that intense. You know what I mean? It was, we were that locked in. And because everybody, and here's the funny thing, even some people who had come through inside the studio before, they still came through and did a rebrand because their message or their mission might have changed a little bit since they were in the last inside the studio. So we did some rebranding as well because we thought we were only going to go over the new people stuff. But heck, at the end of the day, at first we only had, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be transparent. We had only, at the beginning of the week, it might have been 6 signups. It was 24 people on there last night.
Wow.
At the end, people was like, give me the link. I need the link. People was calling, I can't get in. I can't get in. It won't let me in. I can't do the 120 agency plan. I mean, people were at the last minute. They were like, you know what? I need this. And what's going to happen? The people that have gone through probably the last 3 inside the studios, watch what happens to your business. Watch what happens to your business. Because here's the thing. Now that we're integrating the power tool, this space moves so fast that power tools that I just learned about probably a couple months ago, there's some better power tools that are available just that quick. From music to writing AI platforms to animated AI platforms. I mean, it's crazy. But here's the deal. You gotta, if you're gonna be in this thing to win it, you gotta pay attention, because the tools and things move so fast. Y'all know in that week 2 training, we say how errors, each time you go into a new era, the window closes because you're going through them faster. You know, the industrial era was thousands of years before. I mean, the agricultural era was thousands of years before the industrial era came. And then when the industrial era came, that was a pretty lengthy era as well. But as we started moving into the digital space, everything moves fast. So you got to make sure that you're checking in, because if you're not checking in, you could get stuck in an era. Does that make sense? So with that being said, Ms. V, who are you passing that ball to?
Well, I just want to make one more comment. I just heard this morning that Google gave $6 million to Georgia State University to create an AI lab in order to have a place for high school students to come and develop their skills. So if you don't think this is now, you need to think again. And with that being said, let's see if I see any hands up. I do. I see this silver-locked legend and incredibly wise, talented woman, the Griot Leo, Tawana Chisley. Please share.
Thank you, Ms. V, our insurance whisperer. I appreciate that. Woo, gave me chills when you said that. So I'm going to say FOMO because I didn't get on yesterday. I was hoping that everybody else, I was leaving space for other people to come in. So now, if y'all got space, I want to be there next week.
Tawana, I'm trying to tell you, right? Like, Troy, you've been through the last, 2 or 3? 3? Ain't it getting gooder and gooder? Gertie, you've been through the last couple. Ain't it? And see, here's the unique part. Coach and I had a discussion about it because we were like, and I think LaShonda too. I was asking Eric, I said, man, do we run the same class so we can make sure we're consistent? Eric was like, nah, that's what makes this thing unique. It's not the same. It ain't the same. Me as an artist, I go and I might play the same music list, but the show is not going to be the same. Mm-hmm. Do y'all feel me? Because the crowd is different. There's going to be different vibes and different energy and different pivots and different call and responses to the crowd. So I might go to Atlanta and say, where y'all from? They might say Buckhead. You know what I mean? They might say wherever another part of Atlanta is. I'm sorry, Atlantans. I don't know many other parts.
DVille, baby.
Yeah, there you go. So, but it changes. So then if I come up to New Jersey and do the same playlist, it's going to be a different experience. And every time we do this, man, it just gets better and better. So I'm sorry, Tawana, go
No,
ahead.
that's good. I mean, if y'all got space, I'll be there next week. But like I said, I was trying to, let the new people come in and get the experience. And now I'm jealous. Shoot.
And here's the thing, right? Let's look at it like this. Have you ever went grocery shopping and you only went with the intent to get one thing?
Mm-hmm.
All you Costco card holders, y'all
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You go in that joint and you tell yourself, I'm specifically going here to get this thing, and I'm not going to get sidetracked, and I'm gonna get this thing. But guess where you messed up at? By getting a basket.
Facts. In the cart, not the basket. You
I
get
mean,
That
the cart.
literally happened
For
to
some
me
of you, you call
yesterday.
them baskets. For some, you call them buggies, right? But you get that cart, basket, buggy, and you go in there saying, I'm gonna just get me some coffee creamer. And you come out and you be like, and you look surprised when you get to the. So here's the deal: you look surprised when you get through the line and get the receipt. You got a surprised look on your face, like you just didn't fill that card up. That's what happens with inside the studio. Most people think I already got it, right? Here's the thing, and this is the point I wanted to make about the groceries. You go buy groceries, most of the time, don't you have food in the house, right? But you're going to what? Restock. That's what you got to do with your business. Some of you all say, you know what? I ain't paying that $59 to restock my brand, to restock my business, to reload my toolbox. I ain't doing that. I went through it already. If y'all understand, you're not paying, because some people, they look at it like I'm money is being taken from you. I'm giving money away. When you got to look at it like I'm investing in myself and I'm investing in my business. Eric and I tell you all the time, we pay for classes, we pay for stuff so we can bring it back to you guys. And we bring it back to y'all and give it to you, guess what? At a wholesale price.
Facts.
So we go get it, we go buy it, we do the, if you look at it on paper, it's dumb if you look at it on paper. We go pay retail and then sell it back wholesale, when it should be the other way around. You buy it wholesale and then sell it retail. So I'm just saying there's value in this whole thing, because what's going to happen is getting ready to be 2 lanes. And can we have some courageous conversation this morning? Are there any hands up? Because if there
Yeah, I
are,
ain't finished talking, but you go ahead.
Nope.
all right, yeah. This is my interjection. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. I just lost my train of thought just that fast. So I'm gonna give it back to you, Tawana, and then I'm gonna remember what I said.
Remember, Jack, buy wholesale, buy retail, sell it wholesale.
Buy retail, sell it wholesale. Yeah, so we're giving it back. And what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is there's getting ready to be 2 tracks. Seriously, because we cannot keep holding the runners, because the ones that don't want to run don't want to run. So we're going to have to create a fast track. If you notice, Eric just introduced what the other day? The fast start, right? Because some people are running and there's getting ready to be some separation. And if you look at the pack that's going to be running, probably 85% of those people went through the inside the studio training and they got their track shoes on, buddy. So with that being said, Tawana, back to you.
Okay, so I definitely, if there's space, I'll be there next week. But I did want to say, sorry, there's a lot of noise in the background. I did want to say that I went out yesterday and got out of my way. I got out of my way and told myself, I'm doing this so that my family's in this house that I'm literally walking into. So I picked 5 people. I sent out 20, 25 texts, and did a play that Tiffany did, but also put my flyer in there as well. So I got a couple of responses to it, but they're all like, okay, yeah, I'll help you. And then out the blue, my daughter, who I kept telling her, just resign because you're not going to do it. She came to me last night and said, a friend of mine wants to get life insurance and he lives in Louisiana. I was like, okay. That's how it works. When you start moving and doing what you're supposed to do, things start to come to you. And she's not even doing the business now, but she is doing the business. So it works. so that's all.
And see, here's the thing, Tawana. Sometimes it just happens like that, where somebody may tap out on you. Somebody may just say, you know what, I don't want to do the business, but they end up doing the business like your daughter and just giving you one here. Then that might turn to one there. Then that might turn to 2 here. Then that might turn to 3. Then that might turn to a different conversation later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I know about your daughters, they be ear hustling. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's with some of our kids. Like, I know I've been trying to get my son to do this. He's like, Dad, miss me with all that stuff. You know, and it's okay. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I know one thing, I keep this recording on so they can hear. You see what I'm saying? Somebody did have a hand up, but I think it went down.
It was
Mr.
Kamal.
Kamal
He
with
might have
more.
got busy. Looks like another hand is up real quick. And then remind me,
Kamal,
hold on, what time is it? Remind me, time check.
901.
Oh, snap. All right, let's take one more and then let's transition because I got a play for y'all. Matter of fact, Tiffany, can you hold on?
Yes, sir.
And let Eric, because I don't want to cut into his time. I try to get, and I literally just lost track of time. But I'm gonna challenge everybody. If y'all taking notes, I'm giving y'all this mega play, and I want y'all to give me some answers at the end of Eric's segment. If y'all put this in, I want you to put in your, I want y'all to type in the chat. And you can word it however you want to word it. I want you to create a step-by-step process for a life insurance agent to set 100 appointments. And I'm only using my contact list, my emails, Facebook, and this is the thing, whatever other tools that you use, whether it's Instagram, whether it's iDecide, whether it's whatever it is, put your tools in it and watch what comes back. And when you look at that, that's going to make you realize, I had to realize, I've been slacking on my Macking. So let me know what those responses or replies or what your output was. Okay? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to turn it over because we getting ready to transition.
I will print from here, so I will.
Can somebody catch
Hey,
that
can you
mute button?
co-host me, please?
I will print
I
from
can't.
here.
I'm not the
So
co-host
live
person.
topic, I will.
Any of the
I will
co-hosts
put
though can do it. Can some co-hosts just hit the mute button?
I will pause. I will go up there.
I got it. Boy, y'all making me work today. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to the Index Voice of Inspiration, the guy that needs no introduction. His voice speaks for itself. We call him the Index Voice of Inspiration. Mr. Troy Gandy, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Uncle John.
Uh-oh, red ball today. Red ball.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get me today. You ain't gonna get